heir said his powers are just in his tail. Once he touches someone, he can take them to a World Cup frost. Even the white wizard becomes a silly pig, but this small skill goes unseen. The master always says he is just a source of childish joy. But now the boy has grown up. He schemed to steal the all-powerful crown. He even conquered the city of Balerion. He trapped everyone in his joyful world. He locked the master in bed chains, and he's stuck in stone until they agree. I did what you dream of. I make people happy. Ollie thinks he brings joy to people, yet he tied up the opposing Princess Sophia. He travels freely between two worlds, and on the other side, he transforms into a suave knight, but he just shamed the eagle warrior. And then he heard Sophia's deafening scream. Then he realized because he always worried about the boy he liked, he even owned up to his error and wished to happily reunite in the Frost world. And he even agreed to help Ollie pursue his sister Maria. But the truth is, Sophia, tied up, grabbed the mirror man. She had to find a way to reach her father, Ivan, and so she finally pleased him and returned to the Frost world. But she still hadn't gained full trust. Before things turned good, she fell victim to Ollie Rose's silence curse again. She was mysteriously dragged by her sister to the street. Before the sister could speak, her sister revealed an astonishing secret. Ever since she first saw Ollie come back to life, she realized this wasn't the real world because the scar on her arm suddenly vanished. But the clever yet troubled sister remained as clueless and unhappy as ever. So she tried hard to calm Sophia down and made the corrupted Ollie believe he had been fully convinced. Only then could they find a chance to fight back. It turned out the sister was the one truly aware, but right now the sister couldn't express it. She also had to help each other pursue love. Because Maria had witnessed the effects of the rose curse, she immediately understood Ollie's intentions. In the next moment, the two hurried back to inform their father, Ivan. They found Ollie having drinks with their father. Maria quickly thought of a plan and immediately took Ollie aside to flirt. Surprisingly, this trick worked well. The other side was willing to become more ferocious for her. Since it clicked so well, happiness is the same in any world. He lowered his guard and brought Maria back to reality. Alright, let's go for a walk. Maria glanced at the path. After confirming it was true, she followed cautiously. She casually picked up an axe, but just as she was about to swing it down from behind, she heard that if anything went wrong, the entire Balerion city would fall into frost. She had to drop the axe and rethink. Then following the screams, they reached the stone house of the white sorcerer. Maria lied that her sister was trying to rebel. Sure enough, she distracted a puzzled Ollie. She finally learned how to defeat the foe from him. Since the crown only recognizes the first wearer, it could only be destroyed to end it all. But only the magic sword could counter it, and only Ivan of royal blood could break it. But how should they rescue Ivan from the frost? At the moment, he thought of his magic power, because back when he created Ollie, he happened to use a dry twig from the magic. So anyone who touches this magic, the magic board got knocked over. He unknowingly fell victim to the opponent's attack. Without the wand, he's just a burden. So he chose to stay put to avoid rewarding them. Meanwhile, Sophia struggled to explain herself. She decided to gesture instead, but Ivan couldn't guess what she meant. Fortunately, the boy had played charades before and suddenly understood. Isn't that just a world where people are sleeping? Not very real. Just as things were progressing, they were discovered by Ollie, who just returned. So it was with a snap. Sophia and the boy were bound in reality again. Fortunately, Maria showed up just in time to untie them. As they were about to leave, they ran into Ollie happily approaching with flowers. Maria saw their navigation could reveal them. Without hesitation, she kissed him. This time, Ollie turned beet red, totally confused, and just like that, the three managed to escape without a hitch. Therefore, they split up. Maria continued to use her charm, but she faced the frozen eagle warrior along the way. Meanwhile, Sophia and the boy arrived at Ollie's residence. After some searching, the pair found the magic slab under the bed. But as they reached the market, they found Maria had been sent away by Ollie to Frost. It just happened moments ago. Maria's bravery and emotions accidentally spoiled things. She was caught right in the act. At the key moment, the boy took advantage and rushed forward. In knocking down Ollie, he also crushed a whistle that stopped time. Meanwhile, Sophia rushed forward and quickly used her wand to awaken Maria from frost. The boy grabbed the sword and ran. Unfortunately, he still couldn't escape Ollie's grasp. Little did he know, the boy suddenly appeared next to Ivan. He quickly explained everything. But the next moment, the boy suddenly vanished again. It turned out Sophia was just bluffing and had put her hand back on the wand. Just like that, the three braced themselves for battle. Ollie spread his arms wide and commanded Ivan and the warrior to rise. Three pest monsters suddenly appeared before them. Both sides soon fought fiercely, but in a panic, the warrior split the monster in two. Maria thought quickly, so she cut off one of the monster's arms. And Ivan was baffled. Why does the legendary monster look so easy to hit? He immediately joined in the attack. Before long, Sophia tripped and panicked by the flower bed. Seeing her beloved in danger, the boy quick-wittedly dropped his magic. He immediately rushed to Ivan's side. Don't kill her! This is Sophia! Ivan listened, half believing. He cautiously reached towards the half-smashed spellboard. And in a flash, Ivan was back in reality. They quickly rescued the boy from the frost. At the same time, Maria also defeated the eagle warrior. At this moment, they had formed a battle advantage of 4-2. Yet, the scene kept changing. Ollie began to take out the soldiers guarding the city one by one. What's scarier is that the eagle warrior lifted an enormous stone with brute strength. Then, with a turn, he smashed it down towards them. The boy was knocked breathless. Yet before he died, he was happy because he saw his beloved was sorrowfully by his side. It turns out I truly loved you. And so, the boy joyfully slipped away. Though Maria defeated the warrior in battle, she fell into the soldier's siege again. Meanwhile, Ollie was building power with the crown's energy. He revived the fallen eagle warrior. Moreover, suddenly, his tail shot up high, emitting waves of deadly white light. In an instant, all the soldiers rose from the ground again. Sophia saw this. She threw all the magic potions from her bag. A swirl of green powder made the soldiers dizzy instantly. So, taking a chance, Maria leapt into action. She soared into the air and caught the shiny tail in midair. After a graceful descent, she forcefully drove it into Ollie's chest. This time, she finally sent Ollie back to the frozen world. On this side, Ollie was hanging high up by chains. Countless venomous snakes lurked below, ready to attack him. So the crown had fallen, but the crisis hasn't been resolved. In an instant, everyone stood up as if enchanted. They were surrounded by the entire town. Evan was captured by the soldiers. The sisters with crown and sword felt lost. At that moment, Evan shouted to quickly cut the crown, but only he could do it. You are my daughter. The blood of Mora flows in you. Hurry up! For the sisters also have royal blood. Now they must gamble on a dying horse. They shared the sword. The sword instantly gleamed with golden light. At the moment the crown was cut, everyone awoke from the nightmare. The sun hidden by clouds shone its long smile. The flowers of the L'Oreal city bloomed once more. Thus, the sisters united to save everyone. But Sophia's beloved boy still had not wakened. Then the witch stepped up. She had one final healing whistle left. As the whistle sounded, the boy miraculously revived. The white wizard broke loose. He restored the broken magical scepter. And under his leadership, everyone paid tribute to the heroes who saved L'Oreal city. And the crowd slowly disappeared in the blue light. Before long, a butterfly swallowed by light flew out. Then King Ivan emerged unharmed. Dad! It's him. After trials, the family finally came back together. The two royal descendants, identical in appearance, shook hands. The two embraced tightly. But the next moment, the mother Ivan began to slowly fade into the mist. At last, the white sorcerer's own misdeeds still needed to handle it right from start to finish. I thought the story would end perfectly like this, but a time portal opened again on the nearby mountain. Soon a group of uniformed people walked out. Isn't that the curator girl with glasses? Sass. This perfect ending. Let's eagerly await the second scene. Is a fantasy movie starring We'll meet everyone on New Year's Day 2025. I will also provide an exciting commentary right away. If you enjoy this kind of humorous Russian fairy tales, please friend